Hmm?
Gone.
When you coming back? You come pray before you go. Huh? You're always in a hurry. You can be in a hurry to pray.
I pray all the time, but I cannot get
Well,
enough
I
sleep.
need to pray with you. I haven't prayed with you for a long time.
I don't have to pray with you. You
I
pray
would
for me.
love to pray with you. I can't pray alone all the time.
You pray for me. So I have to go. So I have to. I'm in a rush.
You're always in a rush.
Because you made me this way. Or you was in a rush.
I'm not in a rush. I've calmed down quite a bit.
You think so?
I know so.
Should I drive the road?
Yeah,
You fix the brakes?
yeah. Well, temporarily. What?
From March 1st to 12th, share your stir crazy with a series of social challenges. An ATV.
So there was a report that came out last year about a black beauty supply store. And, you know, the sister from Atlanta, Black Star, went and spoke to this owner. And I want you to hear how the Korean American community, how they tried to sabotage and continue to sabotage black Americans trying to get into an industry that really we are the consumer. It's not no one else but black Americans or black people in general. As a consumer, but I want you to hear the predatory tactics and also just a reminder of how black folks are treated when they go into their establishments. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Personally don't feel like they want to do direct business with African Americans because they are intimidated, because they do come into our communities and actually set up shop.
Tequila Fletcher opened a beauty supply store in her Tampa Bay community in August, but she's a needle in a haystack. Typically, Korean Americans own beauty supply stores for.
Hello?
Did you text me the information I have to send it to the person reading the scripture?
Okay. What about the Bible class? The lesson study tonight. Did you get you got the password? You got the password?
You asked me a question, you're not waiting for me to answer you.
Go on.
I got it all sorted out. I just sent it to Sister Donna. She'll be the host for the children, and then she'll stay on.
Okay, you need to have it. Myself and brother Simeon.
I'm saying I haven't finished yet. Brother Simeon, why do we all have to have it?
Because if we are doing a program, and nobody else is there, we can't be running around to
That's
try.
not what I'm talking about now. That's not what I'm talking about now. We have to decide that over the weekend. We cannot. I have to just get the program tomorrow working, and then we talk about it after. How we deal with the Zoom password and this and that. So tonight, that's what I'm talking about. Were you going to send me and tell me, said you was hoping that you would do the rest of the story?
Nobody said anything to me.
Okay. I thought as much. So you would do it. I said, Prayer Beckford doesn't know
No,
anything about it.
yeah, isn't there a schedule? There's also a schedule, and I don't.
There is no person. Everything is up in the air, Brother Beckford. The schedule is finished.
Oh, it was finished at the end of the month, last month.
It was
Okay,
finished. Yeah. So Brother said
okay,
that peace that we will do it
yeah.
and everybody. So but I didn't have want to know what should we send out the password or we use this
It's the same thing.
it's the same password on ID. It's a different ID, I think.
You sure it's not the same one that what his name was using?
No, nobody just sent it to me, and it seems like
No, look at the number. If you look at the number, it will tell you whether it's the same ID. The ID number should tell you the same.
yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just going. I can't go in there.
And if that's not the case, then we need to get the password, the new password to everybody quickly, because it's almost
Yeah, I look at it and see
verified.
if it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh?
All right. I will text you the information for the sermon.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Right, do it on WhatsApp.
Okay. All right. Bye.
I'll get right back. After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
Beckford, dear, give me a call, please.
Frequented by African Americans in these urban neighborhoods.
I think that some of us are intimidated.
Hair care is a billion-dollar industry, and a 2018 Nielsen report shows that African Americans spent $54 million on ethnic hair and beauty products alone. Yet Fletcher told Atlanta Black Star that she and many other Black beauty supply owners have issues with getting products on their shelves from distributors who don't want to do business with them.
And then I even met a guy who actually has a large store in Georgia where he basically had to find him another face, shall I say, just so he could get the account.
Korean Americans have dominated the Black hair care industry for decades, controlling the manufacturing and the distribution, according to Shop Black.
It's very hard because a lot of them, either they wasn't responding or they just refused just to give you the accounts altogether. Some of them were saying that, your application wasn't complete, when I know good well that I did everything that I was supposed to.
Fletcher says one of the hardest products to get is virgin extensions, which also happens to be the moneymaker.
So where is this hair coming from? China. There's only two sources that actually manufactures hair. You got India, and China is buying from India as well. And then you got China. So there is no other that I know of that actually is manufacturing.
And Fletcher added that most of these distributors work with Asian-owned beauty supply stores, continuing to close the gap on Blacks having the opportunity to get into an industry that has prospered off of the support of Black customers.
But they make the ordering process so difficult. And when I want certain products, oh no, we don't have it. When I know you do have it, you just want to give me what you want me to have and not be able to supply me with what's in demand.
But there's history behind the tension. Korean Americans started selling wigs in 1960, first by going door to door, according to Minnesota Public Radio. Soon they moved into storefronts, but Blacks that frequented these shops felt unwelcomed, often reporting incidents of harassment. NPR News points to an incident in North Carolina that involved reports of an Asian store owner on camera choking a customer who was accused of stealing fake lashes. It's one of the many examples where Blacks reported feeling that they were being treated unfairly while shopping in Korean-owned stores. Today, more African Americans are seeking Black-owned beauty supply stores for their needs.
So for years, we have covered video after video after video of Black women being attacked in nail salons and beauty supply stores. There was no executive order for Black people with hate crimes. None at all. It was nothing out there saying that Black people or Black women in particular are being attacked. We not even hearing the guys of Black women need to be protected. Why didn't we hear Black women need to be protected during the time period where all of these incidents were happening? But if something happens with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, now she's all, well, Black women need to be protected. We ain't been doing all this. We have not been doing that. And I don't even like that propaganda either about, Black men out here attacking sisters. No, they're not. And the ones who's doing this is freaking the Pookie and Ray Rays that they want to fool with. But continuing. So you have Korean Americans and Chinese as well buying all the things from India, and they selling it. So India and China, which is Asian countries, basically, is sending all the product, and they can shut you out. My question is, this is the error, the major error of not connecting with Africa, because on that African continent, you can open up manufacturing and supply businesses like this. Listen, they want you to come there and open it. It's there. This is our problem. You're dependent on other people to supply you instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to connect with my own. I'm going to go to the continent of Africa. I'm going to open up things here in America. I'm going to connect with people in the Caribbean. Let's start all this manufacturing and do this stuff ourselves. Now, it was a big dent in their profits when a lot of sisters went natural. When they went natural and they stopped using the creamy crap.
Well, I thought you said you're sending me information. Didn't you say you're sending me sermon information? So, Sister Pam asking me for it. Well, I thought I saw you send me something. I didn't open it, so I told Sister Pam that you sent it to me. So I went there to looking for it to send it to her because she wanted it. Huh? Huh. You don't save your stuff, then? Huh. You need to save your stuff, man. So when will you get it to me? Because Sister Pam hounding me. When are you getting it to me? Sister Pam hounding me for it. Okay, all right, bye.
person you are calling isn't taking calls at the moment. Please try again later.
Mr. Johnson, sir.
Hello, Brother Bedford. How you doing?
Well, I wouldn't be calling you by a wrong name, would I? Well, in my dementia state, I might actually. Yeah. Which one of the hymnal is this song in? Have you been to Jesus for a cleansing flood? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Huh?
It's not in, I don't think it's in.
None of the hymnal?
That's not a hymnal song.
You gotta be kidding. I remember we used to sing it when I just came into the church. Where were we singing it from?
I mean, there's plenty of hymnals, but not the SDA hymnal. I mean, I have the song, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I watched people definitely. Several, but SDA hymnal, I'm pretty positive it's not in the SDA.
It's kind of weird, some of the songs that I was thinking if it's in Christ in Song.
Well, did you? I have. Do I have my classic?
I think I have one, but I don't know where to locate it.
I have all my hymnals in front of me. I have them.
Was there another hymnal before? No, Christ in Song was the one before the old hymnal, right?
That's it.
Oh. They were using it a lot, especially for baptism. Yeah.
No, it's not in the press song. It'll be in. Have you ever heard of books called like Road Heaver? That the Adventist Church used a lot for crusades back in the day. Those books.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not Adventist books, but we use them a lot. Songs from those.
Wow.
Are You Washed in the Blood of the Lamb is not a song of the Adventist.
That is kind of weird. I always thought, we sang it out so many times. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was hoping that we could sing it, on one of her meetings. But the words is not, yeah.
I'm not that so smart to know how to put the words up.
Oh, okay. Neither am I, so don't feel too bad.
I can play it no problem, but I know people that know how to do those things on Zoom. And I don't know, you share your screen and they can just pull up things like that. I believe even our pastor, I'm sure you're well aware, our pastor knows how to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going to be, is there
There's lesson study. The Bible class. What am I saying? Lesson study. Brother Simeon.
How do you, before it starts, quickly in a couple of minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you're on the call, or are you well aware of what's going on with the pastor?
Yeah, I heard, which, it baffles me because I didn't know they could do things like that. Really? I didn't think they can easily do things like that. Well, they can come up with a lot of logics, a lot of reasons, especially in this COVID time, that they don't have money, they don't have this,
Well, I don't know what you know, but I do know that when he was let go with the understanding It's like no reason.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like a divorce, irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
So nobody's at fault.
Was that what they said, irreconcilable, or you just adding that?
No, he was told verbally
Mm-hmm.
that we're letting you go, but on the let that he was told by the president, but there is no at fault. There's no reason.
Hmm.
So telling him you could pursue another job, but as I told him already, you are very naive if you think that
That you're gonna get another ministerial position.
exactly because they're going to inquire what does no reason mean.
Yeah.
No employer, church-wise, but maybe I'm speaking his business. I've spoken with him privately already about it. He seems very okay with what has happened.
Hmm.
In the sense that he's done with the church anyways.
Hmm.
He's ready to move on with, and as I told him, maybe that's the initial thing talking right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as time goes on,
When the reality hits.
exactly, you might be unemployed for a long time.
Yeah.
I told him examples of friends I've talked to privately. When Dion was unemployed for a long time, it changed to pretty bitter, angry by the time. I mean, your feelings may change over time when,
Mm-hmm.
when you have time to think and you have more money coming in.
Yeah.
It might not be so excited and relieved that you lost the job because you could move on to something you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
When you understand that you're locked in, they just took away your, I don't know how to say it, but
Your security. They took the carpet from right under.
And as I reminded him, his wife is going to probably take it a lot harder.
Well, and she's going through a lot of problem already, and that's what I'm kind of worried about.
Well, he told me straight up, that's the biggest issue right now.
Hmm.
That's his biggest problem right now.
Yeah.
And I said, understandably, he told me she's suffering from what they call postpartum.
Yeah. Depression.
Right. So this is in no way, this just adds to the plate and the fact that he told me, like I said, I don't know if he told me to tell me privately, but if you talk to him, I mean, this is what he told me. The conference told him, they gave him the letter and they gave him a package and told him, you can let your lawyer look at it and get back to us. So I told him, well, part of the reason they did that, they made sure in their wording they never gave a specific reason why they were firing you. That is to cover their butts.
No, but they can't just fire you for no reason. That's another thing. You have to have a reason why you're laying somebody off. Even when you send them to the unemployment place, they have to the separation slip has to have a reason.
You're right. But unless he's not telling me the full story, he told me the wording was there is no reason.
Well, the same thing the elders talking about. I don't go to the elders meeting. That the letters were sent to Horrell and to Lundy, the head elder, did not pursue a reason, and I think the church is querying that. Is writing back to the conference to to be more specific.
Well, this is going.
But there's a lot of things that a lot of people are surmising that it has to do with the conflict between he and his senior and all these things.
Okay, it's a collection of things. It's not that in particular.
But that's
that is part of it.
because they were saying that they brought a reconciliator that's not even an Adventist from out of the world to try to resolve the issue. And it was, you know, yeah, they had a woman. If you had from last, I think the latter part of last year somewhere there. Well, yeah, that's yes, that's the thing. You never hear the full story. Well, we're aware of that. That's not that's well. You think we're not aware of that? Okay, but how to deal with it? You see, it's a complicated situation in that he was dumped on us because he has problem elsewhere, and I think we were at fault to have accepted the conference doing that to us, because they could not do that to any other white churches. Okay, so we turn over and play dead, and as a result, they are able to carry